Good afternoon, or rather, good evening. Welcome. It is Wednesday, the 27th of November, 2024. It's just after 7 p.m. here in the UK. Welcome to the Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I am player of games. But it's not my story, it's not your story. Today's story is competing in multiple series, part 7 in Real Racing 3 update 13. Let's just get on with it. Let's get going. Okay, so I think the first thing to notice is in the top left hand corner. 18 notifications. The Thanksgiving sales are in, and it looks like they're in a day early. So there is a total, or there is a lot. I didn't actually count them beforehand. I'm not counting them now. There's quite a few opportunities of upgrades. There's a couple that are at 50%, and a couple are at 40%. Actually, there's a lot that's at 40%. Most of it's at 40%. Now, I was going to probably do a little bit more thorough review of this tomorrow rather than tonight, because obviously I'm a little bit later than planned today. I knew I'd have to stream at 7 p.m., but that probably really doesn't give me a lot of time. So, what I'll try and do is a full review of those upgrades tomorrow. As always, it is dependent on your own current status, and the things that impact that will be the amount of gold you've got, the cars you've got, how upgraded those cars already are. But for me, it really is a case of balancing out cost against reward. So, how much will it cost to upgrade the car to the relevant level to either complete series that are already open, or if you have to upgrade to fully upgrade to open up an exclusive series, what's that total cost? And then balancing that out against the rewards. So that's what I'm going to probably go into a little bit more detail um, tomorrow. What I will do today is I'll just do a little bit of going through the cars I'm initially going to do. There is a possibility of doing more depending on how much money I've got. And I'm feeling a bit bullish because I'm pretty much aware of the upgrades that I'm likely having to do for both the F1 event on Sunday and any cars that may be available on discounted upgrades the following week. So it's all go. Lots of stuff to do, lots of stuff to be racing in. It's a quite exciting time for Real Racing 3. And at Christmas, we've also got a batch of upgrades. So there's going to be loads of opportunity to be opening up series and upping those road collection percentages. Right, just give me 10 seconds. Did I say 10 seconds? Might have been a bit longer than that. It's been one of those days today. Little things going on in the background, impacting one's day, sometimes helping out, sometimes causing a bit of a nuisance. But that's life. That's just how it goes. In the live chat on the YouTube side, Alexander Hikiforov says hello. Hello, Alexander. Welcome. So Alexander says he would give discount to a 50%. And again, I understand that train of thought, but it is dependent on how much gold you have. So my approach is very different. My approach is overall cost versus overall reward. Okay. So there's no point a car being at 50% if it's going to cost me 600 gold because I haven't got 600 gold. Okay. So I understand what you're saying, Alexander, but it is all about working out the cost of the car in total and what reward you will go back, and also what amount of gold you've got to begin with. You have to balance that out. I understand in an ideal world you'd go for the 50% ones first because that is the best offer real racing free give out. But in this scenario, I'm not going for the 50% one because that is incredibly expensive, even with a 50% discount, and it doesn't give me the rewards that I want. So I'm actually not going to be going for the 50% ones. So hopefully that makes sense. I fully understand your point of view and why you would do that, but I do think that depends on the amount of gold that you have to begin with. Anthony Rubio in the chat also says, hello, guys. Welcome along, Anthony. Good to have you with us. So the two cars I'm going to focus on first are, technically speaking, the cheapest, and therefore with a discount are even cheaper. They still don't bring back as much reward, but overall the cost versus reward is the smallest amount. So the first one I'm going to do is let me just come out of that, go into Road Garage. The Nissan Skyline GTR Group A brackets BNR 32 close brackets. Now it is only 40%, but you can see there I've got 25 out of 27 upgrades already. So in total with a discount, this is only going to cost me 102 gold, and it has an exclusive series. It has lots of other series, but I've done all of those. So nothing to be had there. But the exclusive series gives me 50 gold back if I complete it to 100%. So that means overall, this car only cost me 52 gold to open up a new series and complete it to 100%. So for me, that's a no-brainer. Okay, so there we go. So that's done. I'll do what I normally do, if I can, and it looks like I can't put my purple on. That's not fair. I can't put. Oh, that's a nice. I might have that one. Right, I'm doing the closest to the purple, which is that one. There we go. Probably won't realise that's upgraded to 100%, but that's how it is. Now, what that means is if I come out, I now have 2 series unlocked in the exclusive section. But it doesn't end there. At least I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. So there is another car that I'm going to do. And again, what I'm doing is I'm weighing up cost versus potential gold that I can get back. So I've literally looked through all of these. So even though there are cars with a bigger percentage discount, overall they cost like between 500 and 600 gold and don't give a massive amount of gold back. So they're very expensive cars. You do need to be wary of that. And Real Racing 3 do play this game whereby they'll typically give the most expensive cars the biggest discount, but don't always give the best reward. So it is something to be aware of, and I would say you do your little assessment. I will go through it in a bit more detail tomorrow, but because I'm a bit late, I'll just focus on the cars that I've decided to upgrade, and then I'll go through it in a little bit more detail tomorrow, as I'll have a little bit more time to do so. So the next car I'm going to do is the Aston Martin Vantage GTE 2017, which is this car here. Now I do have a lot more upgrades to do. So again, if I come out and go to Road Garage, car is selected. Oh, no, it isn't. The reason why it's not selected is because it is listed, I think, as a motorsport car. So let me just do that again. So it was 2017. Back out, close that down, into the garage, select motorsport. There we go. Right. Now, this car, I've got 23 upgrades out of 27 done. So again, I haven't got loads of upgrades to apply. So again, this is why it's key for you to always, I suppose there are four things. So you look at how many upgrades you've got to apply, what is the cost? You look at the rewards those cars will give you in return. In other words, the series it can complete. If it opens up an exclusive series, how much will you get back from that exclusive series? And then, as I said, the third thing is you have to balance that out in terms of how much gold you've got. So you haven't got a lot of gold, which is, again, my scenario. You do have to be a little bit more careful, a little bit more selective, and a little bit more strategic. So this car, I've got 4 upgrades to apply. Those 4 upgrades cost me a total of 372 gold. But it has a season already open. And if I complete that, I get 31 gold. And it has an exclusive series. And that exclusive series is apparently worth 150 gold. So from an investment of 372 gold, I can deduct from that 181, which means overall this car is only costing me 191 to fully upgrade and have the potential of completing 2 series. So across the 3 cars, that's a total of overall cost of 283 and 3 series completed. And bearing in mind what my target is, which is increasing the percentage completion of road collection and motorsports, this helps me towards that. And it helps me towards that with the smallest amount of loss of gold. Yeah, look how expensive that one. 300 normally, 180. So it is still expensive, but overall, I do recoup most of that money back. So 2 cars upgraded. There is the potential of a third being done later on in this week. There we go. Let's come out. Let's see what we can. Oh, looks like I'm not going to be able to do me gold again, me purple again. Although, oh, that looks quite cool. I like that one. What about this one? Okay, I think I'm going to go for that one. Yeah, let's do those 2. Okay, so there we go. So that's all I'm going to do in terms of talking about the upgrades today. I will go through it in a bit more detail tomorrow, but I think the fundamentals you need to take away are cost of upgrades against rewards, against and balancing that out with the amount of gold you have, and obviously what events and tournaments are coming up, and making sure you've got enough gold to carry on competing in those. So it is a balancing act. Obviously, there are a few of you that watch that have got loads of gold. You haven't quite got that problem, but a lot of us, not quite so good players. We all have the same problem. I think this is the approach. Okay, so that's enough of me talking for today. Opportunity of doing quite a bit of racing. Now, before I start on the exclusive series, I'm going to do the multiplayer as I didn't do that yesterday, and I may as well start with it. So, for example, here is another car that is at 50% discount. So you go, well, that's better than 40% discount. But this is an expensive car. This car, even with the discounts, would cost me 427 gold. But the reward in return, in terms of either the series that it's in, or the potential of opening up the exclusive series, those two series, in terms of taking them to completion, they'll only give me 107 gold back. And what that means is, overall, this car is going to cost me 280 gold. And that is more than the two cars I've just purchased, or rather purchased upgrades on, for 100%. So whereas that would only allow me to complete two series and it cost me more gold, what I've done, I've opened up 3 series and I've saved 100 gold overall. That's the math. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But let's do a couple of races in the multiplayer game. So it will be interesting if this is actually the fastest car, because I kind of thought I think it was a Lamborghini, even though it had a lower PR, looked like it was actually quicker. So it will be interesting how this car does. Media reaction, not that well. Oh, I don't know what everybody's doing. They're all going off. The other thing that crossed my mind as well is I remember racing this car and I wasn't a big fan of it. It's just slow. But then again, if you're buying a Bentley, you're not really buying it for speed. You're buying it for comfort and you're buying it for style. None of which are particularly applicable in a game like Real Racing 3. Now look at that. Everybody had the opportunity of winning, and I was down in 6, and yet they've all just disappeared. Some of them have had a hissy fit and left the game, because that's what people do apparently. I'm not going to come first, obviously. That doesn't surprise me, but I may do a second. And I might just give the Lamborghini a go next, just to see if that's any better. Because this car feels a little bit more like the Tortoise in the Tortoise and the Hare. It's slower, but it's steady. And there we go, a second place. Wait half an hour for the server to verify the results. Still waiting. Edging towards another fame reward. 68. Right, so I'm going to exit out. I'm not going to race this car. But I will race it again. I just want to see what the Lamborghini is like. So I'm still at 4. Well, obviously that was the first race. He's put me on 4. I'm quite a bit away from getting 5 gold. So it might be a struggle today. Right, so it looked to me like everybody was racing the McLaren, which I don't think is as good. Whereas if you look at the Lamborghini, so what I'm doing, I'm not really looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the yellow bars for a quick reference of the car that is best. Now, what the Bentley has is grip, and everybody knows I like good downforce. But Bentley's boring. It is a boring car. But in the real world, it's not sold for speed. It's sold because of style, and obviously the brand. The Lamborghini looks a little bit more fun. Actually, stops a lot quicker, and that will probably balance out the lack of grip on the road. But I am going to give this a go just to see what it's like. I could end up regretting this. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened live on this game. Won't be the last. But let's give it a go. Oh, look, quite a few Lamborghinis as well, right at the back almost. We seem to be waiting for everybody to say, yes, I want to play. Always the problem with the online games. Here we go. See, there you go. Speed was one of the things that stood out. Now, I could lose it again because, as I said, the downforce isn't brilliant. But you know what? That's good enough for me. I can live with that. I'd live with. Oh look, somebody's already had a hissy fit. I'd live with coming second, and there's an example of the downforce not being brilliant in this car. Yeah, so I just need to manage that a little bit more than the Bentley. But in terms of speed, I think this car is so much better. See, look, that guy's gone off again because he's driving the same car as me, and that is the problem with this car, a lack of downforce. But as Lamborghinis go, it's better than most Lamborghinis in terms of downforce. Just my opinion. Don't trust me. It's not like I know what I'm talking about. It's just a personal opinion. Oh, guy's off again. Looks like it was still counted as on track though. So I'm second again. I'll take second. I think what I'm going to do is leave it there. If this goes up, well, it depends. If I go up to 5, I'll leave it there and maybe do a couple of races tomorrow. I'm easily second. I'm just not going to do better than second, I don't think. Although this guy does look to have a tendency of skidding off track, so there might be a possibility. If I stay right on his tail, I might force an error out of him. No, I don't think I'm going to win this, but I'm happy with second. There we go. Second it is. Somebody else has had a hissy fit and left the race. All right, so still waiting for the results. Fingers crossed. I've got another second and I've got 5 gold already on the board. But you never know. You never know. There we go, second. All right. 51. Is that enough? Let's exit and find out. I think it was. Okay, there we go. Now, it looks to me like it will take another 2 races to get up to the next reward, if I can get up to the next reward. I haven't got a particularly... I haven't got a particularly good, well upgraded car, but I've got a good balance of cars. So I haven't just got the 1 to use, I've potentially got the 2 to use. So there might be a bit of a decision about what car to use, depending on the track. But we'll do more of that tomorrow. So again, potentially 5 gold. It's easy 5 gold. Hopefully I can up it to 6, possibly 7. I don't think I'll get up to 8, but I would be tempted to go for that, I think, if for the next time that I have a car that's fully upgraded. That might be next week. Okay, so my gold is down to 44. There is a Formula 1 event on Sunday. I reckon I need to be around 450 to be able to upgrade a Formula 1 car to 5 upgrades across the 4 upgrade areas. So a bit of work to do. Bearing in mind it's Wednesday, but I do have 3 exclusive series now to do, and the exclusive series so that's 50. That's 200 altogether. $320. So that puts me at 6-4 if I get these 3 exclusive series done by the end of the week, and that doesn't include any rewards that I may get from just going into the game daily, and obviously rewards from playing videos, etc. So that does seem to be possible. And again, the other thing as well to note is you don't always have to rush in to get in all these cars. So let me just select the top one here to find out how much it's got available. Let me just go in. There we go. 4 days and 4 hours. This is obviously in the UK. So effectively, today being Wednesday, this car is available for upgrades, and therefore all the other cars. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So potentially, after I've raced in the Formula One, I can see how much gold I've got and whether or not there's an opportunity to potentially upgrade another car. And you never know, that might be the plan. Okay, so there we go. Right, another quick break. Just give me 20 seconds and I'll be right back. Right, sorry about that. Right, let's go. So obviously in the thumbnail, or rather the description for this game, I did actually say I was going to do the Aston Martin VULCAN AMR Pro exclusive series. I don't think I put exclusive series in the description, but so I'll start off with that car first on the basis that was the car that I got first, and then I'll do the other 2 exclusive series. Now, my approach on exclusive series is to race in the smallest races first. So that would be drag race, autocross, and speed snap, and see how close I can get to the first reward of 25%. And all I do is I work left to right from tier 1 through to tier 20, and I race. Oh, hello, this doesn't look good. And I race in the short races. So it might be there's not loads of them. Let's see. So speed snap, that's 1. Oh dear. Speed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 isn't bad. It's not brilliant. I won't get to 25%, but I won't be far off. So let's go to tier 3 and do the speed snap. But I do have to perform. I do have to get quite a few. I have to get all of them to first, to be fair. So this one, just slow down around this corner and then foot down and accelerate. I tend to find, I feel like going to the outer part means you've got more track and therefore you've got a potential opportunity getting to a higher speed. I don't know if that's true. It's just something that I've got stuck in my mind. There's more track, therefore it's a longer. It's not about covering it as quick as possible. It's about acceleration. So you need more track. That's what goes through my mind. Might not be true, but it easily worked there. So there you go. And if you think I'm mad, Draw a small circle and then round it draw a larger one. And you tell me which has the greatest distance, the small circle or the large circle. That's the mathematics behind it. Don't know if the mathematics have been applied to the game, but that's where my train of thought is. Tier 6, Speed Snap. Okay, so this, I always find this one quite tough. Because it's not so much this corner, getting this corner right. It's this corner. Now, in fairness, I didn't think I was particularly good there, but I was good enough to get first. All right, there we go. So far, so good. But the problem is, each race that you win, unfortunately, isn't worth 2%. So I'm already at 3%. So 12 races, probably looking at about 22%, I reckon, at least, at the most. Autocross. Oh, hello. What happened there? Hmm. Okay, what we on 40? All right, 49 seconds. Yeah, I should do this quite easily, I reckon. So I always find the earlier tiers to be easier to win, even though, technically speaking, there's no PR. Drag race, 5%, tier 8. There we go. This is for first. So another autocross. So far, I've been first in every single event, every single race. But I am doing the earlier tiers. It does always feel to get harder the more advanced you get across the tiers. What are we on now? 36 seconds. I've got 10 seconds. There we go. Another first. We're making a bit of progress here. Tier 9, 9%. That's a little bit better. Tier 11, we've got a speed snap. Lime Rock Park. Okay, 141 miles per hour. Oh, look, it's after the turn, so I don't think I did that very well. But I did it well enough. There we go, that's another first. Look at me. Breaking the mold tonight. Sure, things will change shortly. There we go, another first. Skip video. I'm at 11% for tier 11. Tier 12, autocross. $25 seconds. All right, yeah, that's not too bad. There we go. Another first. Alrighty. Not bad at all. So in terms of targets, my target was to be at 55 gold after winning this event. And I should be at 59, so that's good. That means I'm technically speaking ahead. I can live with that. So let's carry on. Tier 12, 12%. Tier 13, speed snap. I messed that up completely. Of course I did. What was I doing? I wasn't even thinking on that one. Let's do that again. So I don't want to be speeding fast round this corner. So I can then accelerate out of it properly. There we go. Although again, I've still messed that up. But again, just good enough. 172 miles per hour, about a mile per hour quicker than second. There we go, just under. But it's enough, so that's a first. So I'll take that. Tier 13, 14%. Tier 14, nothing in there. Tier 16, autocross. Oh. Just about got first there. Just about. That was a bit close. But it is another first. So far, so good. Tier 16, 16%. Tier 17, speed snap. Where is it? Okay, so there is a corner before, so I've got to be a little bit strategic with this. And it is the corner where you can go off if you're going too fast. So I need to accelerate now. There we go. Nice and easy. Now, the other thing as well, when you're doing these, you don't need the racing line, which is why after I cross the finish line, it auto attempts to correct me to the racing line. But it's not about the racing line when it's a speed snap. It's about hitting the line at the highest speed possible. And quite often that means not being on the racing line. Tier 17, 18%. Tier 18, autocross. So it does look I'm going to get up to 20% at the very least. Famous last words. There we go. And again, another first. My word. I am doing a lot better than I usually do. Okay. What have we got? 20% at tier 18. Just bear with me 10 seconds, please. Maybe 20. Oh, sorry about that. About to have a sneezing fit. I know you didn't want to see it, and I know you didn't want to hear it, so had to go off screen. 20%, tier 19, drag race. I don't think it's gone. Bear with me 1 second again. All right, I'm back. Let's go. Not the best of starts. Did manage to do it. Was a bit lucky. Okay, another win. Okay, I still have some serious durability left as well. 22%. That's tier 19. Nothing in tier 20. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do elimination. Let's see how many eliminations I can get done. This might be a mistake. Okay, up into 5th, 4th, 3rd. There we go, 1st. Just got to stay there now. Julio65, whoever that person is in, well, he's in 3rd now by the looks of it. He was in 2nd. Okay, so I'm 1st. There are 4 cars left and 300 yards ahead of 2nd. So it's looking pretty good for another win. And that's a clean slate of wins so far for tonight. So at the moment, there's loads of stuff to do in Real Racing 3. And technically speaking, none of it generated by the update. It's all generated by discounts. Thank God I'm not at 100%. Otherwise, I might be a bit bored. Okay, so I reckon I'll probably go in to the red if I do another elimination. So, what to do? What are we on? 24%. So I think I just need a cup to win. Let's give that one a go. Why not? This is for 15 gold. Let's see what happens. I will try and keep this clean, but I'm not promising that I will. Come on, you can do this. That was just a little tap. Oh, Tony. I am making it hard for myself, but hey, why not? It's all a bit of fun. Fortunately, it's the long track, so I can make amends. There we go, up into 9th. Make that 8th. What was that guy doing? Idiot. 6th. Tried to block me by going in the opposite direction to the track, and I ended up spinning him. So I'm in 5th. 5 laps to go, 4 cars to overtake. I like the odds. Make that 4th. Again, did you see that guy there? The aggression level of the bots have been turned up to 20. Okay, so I'm in 4th. After this lap, I've got 4 laps, and I've only got 3 cars to overtake. So I just need to play it cool and calm. There we go. 3rd. 2nd. With somebody called Bruno Doc in the lead. Let's see if we can track them down. No is the answer to that question. Okay, there we go. Right in his tail again. Let's get him this time. There we go. Oh dear, I've messed up. No, managed to catch it. So at the end of the 3rd lap, I'm going to be in 1st. 3 laps to go. Should get 1st. That'll take me over 25%. That's a gold reward of 15. End of the fourth lap, I'm in first by 300 yards. 2 more laps to go. Final lap. There we go. That should mean 25%. Come on. Car needs servicing. I'm not to do it. Yeah, well, because it is 25%. I know it's 25%. So 1 car down, 2 cars to go, 1 hour, 7 minutes into the stream. 15 gold. 59 back on the board. That's 1 car down. Back in 20 seconds. Right, okay. Let's do the Nissan Skyline GTR Group A bracket BNR32 close bracket. I think it's only 5 gold for the 25% reward, but 5 gold is 5 gold. Same approach. Only the quickest races first. Can I get a clean sweep again? Autocross tier 2. Let's go. One moment. Okay. Well, this is a lot slower, but it's probably a good car to practice on. Is it me though? Does it pair a lot better than the previous car? Okay, that was a first. Hopefully the first of many firsts. But we're off the mark. Let's get this done. Okay, tier 3, nothing in there. Tier 4, speed snap. I'm not even looking how many short races there are. It's obviously cars that haven't got a load. Okay, so speed snap. So the key here is this turn. That were close. Ooh, just did it. That felt close. Did it by a mile? Fair enough. Well, did it by a mile per hour, but a mile nevertheless. Tier 6, drag race. I like to be at least the same percentage as what tier I'm on, but it's not looking good at the moment. Okay, so that's at least third. That's at least second. I like the pair of this car. This has got a nice roar to it. Can I get first? I think I can. There we go. Doing well so far. Doing well so far. So that was tier 6. Up to 5%. Okay. Tier 7, got an autocross. Circuit de Catalunya. 15 seconds, it's a short one. Ooh. And this car ain't particularly fast. It literally is a short one, so there we go. Whew. Another first. Another first. Tier 7, 7%. Okay, so I'm sort of on target. Tier 8, there's a speed snap. 115 miles per hour. Got to make my way through that horrible chicane. But at least I'm doing it at a slower speed than normal. There we go. Another first. So I reckon I'd say this stream won't be that long, but obviously with the discounts coming down, might be about 2 hours, 2 hours 15. Okay, so 9% at tier 8. There's nothing in tier 9 or 11, but there's 2 in tier 12. So let's do the autocross first. 51 seconds, a long one. Ugh. My word, this car feels slow. But I'll tell you what, it's got good grip. I am worried I'm going to not get first here. Oh yeah, Will. Why was I worried? Did it quite easily in the end there. There we go. First. Okay. Skip video. 11%. Speed snap. This should take me at least to 12% if I get first. Right. Okay. So this is again all to do with not this corner, but the next corner. Slowing down and accelerating out of it. And I didn't do a very good job of that, but I think I'm going to be all right. Yeah. I could have done a lot better job there, but it was good enough. Okay, right. Still plenty of durability left. I should be effectively halfway there. 12% at tier 12. Drag race on tier 13. It's going pretty well. Wheels about to drop off. Ooh, that was a tough one. I do like the roar of this engine. I mean, again, I don't know what the pros say, but I sometimes think going early on a shift change from first to second is actually beneficial. But again, I might be wrong. It just seems better to go early on the first shift. You just seem to catch the car. Yeah, so I would honestly say don't worry about getting perfect. It's about catching the car. And I have noticed, especially on that first to second gear change, not just in this car, in quite a few cars, if you do it just a bit early, so if the two guides, if you do it in the middle, you get perfect. But I reckon if you just do it after the first guide, that's about right to catch the car in front a lot earlier. Again, my opinion. You don't have to take my advice. You don't have to believe me. I could be completely and utterly wrong. But that's what I find works for me. Tier 13, 14%. Tier 14, Speed Snap. Okay, so again, it's a case of flying out of this corner. Didn't do that well at all. Not sure what I got wrong there. Let's have another go. So that's the first. Well, technically, I don't think it's the first fail, but I went back and got a first the second time on one that I had a problem with. Maybe I need to accelerate a lot earlier than what I did. Keep it at 80. No, nowhere near. Have I met my match on this one? Let's have a look. I've got plenty of time to get this right, so I did maybe do the acceleration a bit earlier that time. So let's try and do it at 90. Maybe this car can handle a lot higher speed. There we go. That was it. So normally I find on some of the supercars, you go round at the beginning at the 70 and fly out, but that car can get round it quite easily at 90. There we go. One of the things that Real Racing 3 definitely get right is the speed of the cars, how they're all different, the feel of the car, how they're all different, the grip of the cars, how they're all different. It is definitely the best part of Real Racing 3, in my humble opinion. Tier 16, I've got autocross and drag race. We'll do the autocross first. Well, that was close. That was close. There we go. It's a second. That must only just be a second. My word. I'm going to do that again. Look how close that was. Jeez. I'm not doing a retry. I'll go round because hopefully the next guy won't be quite as fast. Make it a bit easier. Have to get rid of that blip of second. Oh no, same guy. I was a bit slow round this corner coming up, so I probably just need to improve in that area. And that should be enough then. That did feel a bit better. There we go. There we go. There we go. Almost a second quicker that time. practice makes better. All right. Drag race. This probably will possibly put me at 20%. I'm at least third. At least second. There we go. First. Oh, yeah. Right, 17. Speed snap. Surely. It's got to be easy, this one. I've done the same thing again, thinking I'm driving a supercar around a tight corner. And I'm not. I'm driving a very heavy car. All right, let's do that again then. 125. Maybe slow right down and then well, it was better. I'm not sure that's first. Oh, it is. There we go. There we go. So we're almost an hour and a half into the stream, and almost got the second exclusive series up to 25%. So I think that's pretty good. And yeah, puts me on target to do that. Oh, we're going to easily do that. So look at that. There's a lot more short races in this particular for this particular car. First. Was I first by a lot? second. Good enough. Good enough. Looking like another 25%. I think what I'll do is I'll probably just leave the car today once I hit 25%. I think that will be my goal for today on each exclusive series, getting to 25%. So I'm not going to do any of the shorter ones again. So let me just go back to, was it 3? Was it 2? Let me just see how much servicing I've got left. Okay, I am going to do, well, there's only one drag race left, so I'll do that, and then I'll move on to the next car. Oh, what a start. That was perfect. Some might say my reaction was so quick there, I jumped the light. You are correct, I did. But the game doesn't know that, does it? It hasn't got that built into it. Although that wasn't bad either. Definitely good to go a little bit earlier on that shift in this car at the very least. There we go. At least second. That should be enough to get me 25%. But let's go for a clean sweeper first. There we go. 25% in the second exclusive series. I'm not going to do any more on that car. I'm going to leave it there. $64 gold. So the Aston Martin Vantage GTE. Now, I might not do that, you know. I might sort of like checker it out because that is available. That is available in a motorsport, isn't it? So let me just see if I can find out which one it is. I think it's in Endurance GT. It'll take me ages to find this car now. Let's have a look. There it is. Is that it? No, that's 2019. So we want 2017 series. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Let's do. Oh, it's not going to earn me any M dollars because otherwise the Peru wouldn't be available. Is that all I've got to do? So and time trial. Okay. So how much gold? 31. Let's get that done. Let's do that instead. Oh, get it on the right car. Okay, there we go. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. So the final race in a series, but then what I'll finish off with is some time trials on the F1. I'm staying out of trouble. I'm going to do this as cleanly as I can. And I don't think that's going to bite me in the bottom because I've got 8 laps to do this in. I might have gone on the grass there, but at least I didn't hit any car. That would be my argument to the steward. But I didn't hit any car, steward. All right, I'll stay on the track and hit cars then. I think that's a good argument. That'll work, won't it? Okay, so I'm up into 10th. Make that 9th. 8 cars to go, to overtake, 7 laps to go. One more overtake on this lap, and I'll be doing 1 car. All I have to do is 1 car per lap. And there we go. There we go. Just don't go flying off. Almost did. Okay, so I'm on the 3rd lap. I'm into 4th. I've only got 3 cars to overtake and 5 laps after this to do it in. So, yeah, it's looking good. And even if I run out of durability, I've got only a time trial to do. So, oh, that'll use up one of my time trials, though. Oh, no, it won't, because this car has an infinite number of time trials. Look at that. Into 1st on the 4th lap. Nobody's watching, everyone's got bored. Oh, well, never mind. Just me on my own, son. It happens. Either that or the data's wrong in me studio, which could be wrong. I don't normally stream this late, so that's probably why. But yeah, there we go. I'm in 1st, coming up to the halfway mark. I'm 100 odd yards ahead of 2nd. I'm on track for another series to be completed. And would you believe it? It's a motorsport series. Don't think it's going to affect too many percentages, though, because it's just the one race and the one time trial. But it all counts. There may be another motorsport to race in a little bit later on in the week. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Oh, lost it big time. Whee. Pushing just a bit too hard there. 200 yards ahead though. Lost it again. Three laps to go. First by 300 yards. Up, and he's off. I am making hard work of this particular track, but I am still in first with 2 laps to go. And in regards to how far ahead I am, it is at least 300 yards. And I am catching back markers. Okay, there we go. 500 yards ahead. And I have lapped somebody. Make that 2. Final lap. 700 yards ahead. Third back marker in sight. Nope. Oh, lost it. Get it back. Don't dance, race. There we go. First, yes. That's pretty good, is that? Pretty good. Okay, so even though the car needs servicing, I'm still going to send it around the time trial because I'm not bothered about setting the fastest time. I just want to get it completed to get 100% and therefore get, how many gold was it? Was it 31? I think it was 31 gold. So let's do it. just don't go off track. Just take your time. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy time trial. Nice and easy completion. 100%. More gold. 95 gold overall. Look at that. That's beautiful, that is. Service the car. $31 gold. Apparently got some more dollars as well. Skip video. 95 gold. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll definitely have, come Sunday, 450 gold. I'm confident of that. Okay, so there we go. So that's almost everything. Today, I'm not going to do the time trial because the car in question, I've literally just put into servicing. But I'm already in Group C, so I'm quite happy about that. What I want to try and do, possibly won't, is try and improve on the time trial for the Formula One finale. I don't have a single car fully upgraded, so this is most likely not going to happen. But let's see what happens. This will be the final set of races today, of which there'll be 3. Ah, shame. Okay, I reckon there's at least half a second I can improve on there. I lost it there. We're up to that point. I was coming up to half a second ahead there. I think it was actually 0.3, but yeah, there's definitely some improvement to be had. Definitely some improvement to be had. Retry. Just retry. Oosh. There we go. Look at that. 0.2 ahead. So I lost all that time that I went ahead on in that last corner. So I do need to work on that. So I don't know what I did wrong. But I know I've got some time in the first two parts. So it's the second slowest corner where I lost 0.4 of a second. And 0.4 of a second would put me only 0.7 of a second. Well, 0.8 of a second from C. I've definitely improved on that corner. I wonder if I actually need to brake and just let go. So I'm only 0.1 up here. And I've lost it. No point carrying on. Shame. I don't think there's anything else really left. So, yeah, there we go. So where do we begin just in terms of summarizing? Well, I guess where we begin is if we come all the way out. Multiplayer. So I did my first multiplayer this week, 2 races. I've got 5 gold on the board. I reckon I might struggle to get more, but I'll have another go tomorrow. Time trial, I didn't do. I'm happy being in Group C. I can't see myself massively improving into Group B. Currently, I'm 2.7 seconds from Group B. Unlikely to happen, but I probably do want to try and improve the time to consolidate that position. But I'll do that another time because I'm using the car to earn gold, obviously in the exclusive series. So that, I reckon, will be available for me to race in on Sunday and Monday. What else? Road collection. Well, obviously, that's still at 73% at this moment in time. There are now 3 exclusive series open, 2 at 25%, and 1 at 0%. So hopefully tomorrow, what I'll try and do is get the 0% up to 25% and the 225% up to 50%. Now, what I will try and do if I have time, again, this is a sort of another little tip. Let me just see if I can find them. Right, hunters. If you race the hunter when your iPad or your mobile device is offline, you will be up against computer opponents. Computer opponents are not as hard to beat as copies of human opponents. So if I was to play Hunter now, it would give me human opponents to beat. So that makes it harder to always win on a Hunter, I find. So what I'll do offline, off stream, is do the hunters in an offline state. I can't do that streaming because I need AirPlay to obviously present my iPad screen, and AirPlay requires it requires Wi-Fi, but obviously to stream requires an internet connection. So I just can't do that, unfortunately. So that will happen off stream and offline. When the car then is needing servicing, I won't service the car and I'll do the endurance. So again, the benefit of being offline when you're racing in endurance is you're only racing against computer opponents, which means typically the highest a computer opponent sets for you to beat is 6.4 or 6.7 miles. Even with a car requiring servicing, that's usually quite easy to beat. If you do the race online and you're racing against human copies of human opponents, you typically have to at least get 12 miles, sometimes as high as 20 miles, and that's a lot harder to beat. So I'll look to do those little exercises before next stream in both the two series that are currently at 25%. It won't take them above 50%, but it will move them closer to 50% and should mean I'll be in striking distance of achieving that target in tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream is going to be quite a busy one because I've got three series to race. I've got multiplayer to race, and fingers crossed, I'll have the Formula One finale time trial competition to race as well. And obviously, I've seen a way in which I can potentially improve. So, fingers crossed that might work, but we'll have to wait and see on that. The other thing I'll do, obviously, and I might do this bit first, is I'll just go through all these upgrades that are available on all the cars. Now, there's a possibility there are others and they're not showing because I've already got those cars fully upgraded. I think I did make a note of the complete list. So in tomorrow's stream, I will do a comparison and just say, look, there is this car. It's not on my list because it's at 100%. But generally speaking, there is a calculation to be done, and it's not just looking at what the percentage discount is. Yeah, it is to do with how much gold you've got, what the overall cost of that car is, and what reward it will bring you in. It is fundamentally those three things. If you're doing that calculation, the only people that don't have to do that calculation are those that have got loads of gold. Yeah. So if you've got loads of golds, I mean, 50% and 40% are probably the two best offers. I think 50%, 45%, and 40%, and then it's 35%. I think they're the four discounts that are typically available. So I get what Alexander is saying about you want to do the 50% cars first. But typically what you find is the most expensive cars are the only ones that get the 50% discount. The cheaper cars don't tend to get 50% discount. Hence why it is all to do with how much gold you've got and then doing that balance between cost and reward. Yeah, because I mean, ideally, if I had like 1,000 gold or 10,000 gold, I'd be upgrading all these cars. Most players can't afford to do that. So it is about selecting the ones that work for you so that you get the best and the greatest amount of rewards back compared to the amount of cost. But I'll go through that tomorrow. So there we go. Another good bit of racing. Relatively speaking, a good piece of racing. I'm quite happy with my purchases. I might be only on 95 gold. I am expecting to be on at least 450 gold by Sunday, just in time for the final Grand Prix event or the final F1 2024 Grand Prix event. But we'll see. So thank you to everyone that's joined in and watched the stream. Thank you for those that have commented. I have obviously done a later stream than normal. So I do apologise for that. Tomorrow's stream, unfortunately, will also be a later one as well. So tomorrow's stream will be at 6 p.m. So it won't be as late. I will do earlier streams on Saturday and Sunday, but unfortunately, tomorrow's stream and in fairness, Friday's stream will be at 6 p.m. Fridays might be a bit earlier, but I'll let you know on tomorrow's stream for that. But yeah, tomorrow's stream will be at 6 p.m. And obviously, there's plenty of racing to be done. So, with that being said, all it remains for me to do is to wish you all, whatever is left of your day, a wonderful one. Hope to see you in tomorrow's stream. Until then, thank you and goodbye.